Look at Eminem's life. Eminem's been sheltered his whole life with security. So Eminem probably got mad anxiety for he probably can't be by himself and walk through them. You can catch me at the most craziest gas station in any hood in America. He'd be like, that you, Zeno? Somebody, yo, let me get that picture. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. It's 2025 and Benzino's still out here throwing weak little jabs like he begging Eminem to notice him. But not a single word since Doomsday Part 2. Benzino's out here crying on camera, saying M used him for clout. Like, bro, what? He's out here claiming Eminem built his whole reputation off their 2000s beef, then toss him aside like leftovers. Now his swearing is the reason M ever got that controversial Raw and Real label. Talking like, I ate him up, I cooked him. But come on, the delusion is loud. He even doubled down, saying, his fans ain't real hip-hop fans. They only like him because he's white. Like, bro, stop it. That's not the take you think it is. Back then, yeah, they traded shots, but M buried that feud a long time ago. Dropped classics, turned his pain into 8 Mile, grabbed an Oscar, and ruled the entire 2000s like a legend. Meanwhile, Benzino's been stuck in rewind, still trying to relive a moment that ended 20 years ago. These days, he walks around like he's still the main character, but that movie ended a long time ago. And while Benzino's busy reliving the past, M's somewhere chilling, quiet, unbothered, probably sipping coffee and laughing at the circus from afar. But then, boom, guess who steps in? Eminem's Day One soldier. 50 Cent Fifth jumped on IG and started clowning Benzino so bad the internet lost its mind. 60 years old and still doing this. 50 posted, roasting him line after line until comment sections caught fire. Fans were crying, laughing, calling it a massacre before M even said a word. Of course, Benzino couldn't let that slide. He took the bait instantly, dragged 50's ex-Daphne into it, threw slick shots about old Diddy rumors, and started running his mouth like he had something to prove. Then he started talking wild about him again, saying he's soft, saying he's been sheltered his whole life, that he's got mad anxiety and can't walk through a mall alone. Like, bro, this ain't 2003. Nobody's buying the M ain't gangster talking no more. Now the internet's watching this back and forth like it's the biggest rap rerun of the decade. Benzino dropping these so-called freestyles, and people online roasting him non-stop. 50's reposting clips with captions colder than winter, calling it the worst thing I heard all year. And M? Still silent. No tweet. No diss. Nothing. Just quiet. And somehow, that silence hits harder than any verse could. Because when you've already won the war, you don't argue with ghosts, you just let them talk themselves into irrelevance. And because chaos is his favorite sport, Benzino went completely left and challenged 50 to a boxing match. Bro really said, little Bruce Lee boy, while going on a full rant about 50, Diddy, and the crew of clowns. Like, this man turned his beef into a circus. But here's the thing, people were asking why 50 even wasting his time clowning Benzino again. Simple answer, loyalty. That's 50's entire code. He rides for his people till the wheels fall off. No hesitation. And Eminem? His number one on that loyalty list. That bond goes way beyond music. See, back in the day, when the industry treated 50 like a problem nobody wanted to touch, it was them who bet on him. That loyalty runs deep, lifetime deep.
What's going? This Benzino. Hello? Yeah, who's this? Paul. Yeah, Paul's Benzino. How you doing, man? I'm not doing too good. I mean, Steve told me that you want to talk to me, so I'm calling back. Yeah, I spoke to him. He sounds like a little white little bitch that you know what I'm saying, that stays behind security, stays in the studio, and blocked away from society, that he can say whatever he wants. You see, I'm not that fucking dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude, man, about Boston niggas extorting names and everything. What type of shit is that? The real extortion is him extorting hip-hop from fucking dumb streets. That's the real extortion is. You knew what he was gonna do. You know the song. You know what he said about me. You know this conversations he had with Fat Chuck. You know all this shit. No. You should have these peaceful conversations with him.
So when Benzino went after Eminem in the early 2000s, he stamped himself as a permanent op in 50's world. And decades later, here he is again, still pouring gas on a fire that should have burned out years ago. Talking reckless, saying I'm sheltered, Can't walk outside without security, bragging that he rolls solo like some street king. But here's the twist. Benzino's not wrong when he says M didn't grow up gangster. The problem is, M never said he did. So all those you ain't street shots just bounce off the walls, missing completely. And what makes it worse? We got receipts. Just last year on Drink Champs, this same man was literally in tears, begging for a sit-down with M, talking about peace, closure, and wanting to move forward. Fast forward to now, and is right back online barking like none of that ever happened. Same tired energy, same recycled bars, same 2003 flashbacks nobody asked for. It's like Benzino's trapped in a loop, trying to fight ghosts from a war that ended decades ago. But to really understand why this feud refuses to die, you got to rewind to 2002. Eminem had just dropped The Eminem Show, a straight-up classic. No skips, no filler, just legendary tracks. But Benzino's own magazine, The Source, gave it 4 out of 5 mics. And that's where everything started to explode. M felt that rating was pure disrespect. He knew that album was a masterpiece, so when he didn't get that perfect score, he called it what it was, bias. He said the only reason he didn't get 5 mics was because he's white. And that right there, that's when all hell broke loose. That's when the gloves came flying off. Benzino came swinging with venom, literally, dropped a diss track called Pull Your Skirt Up and went straight for blood. On that record, he accused them of being a culture vulture, claiming the only reason he blew up was because of his skin color. He even spit the line, 5 shades darker, you be cannabis, trying to strip away M's talent like his success was nothing but privilege. Benzino doubled down hard, saying M never lived that real street life, never hustled on the block, never caught charges, never faced indictments. In his eyes, M wasn't the real deal, just an industry-built illusion. But then, Benzino tried to soften the blow a little. In an old MTV interview, he switched up the story, saying his beef wasn't really with Eminem, it was with the machine. He started talking about double standards in hip-hop, claiming the media crowned him the savior of the culture while ignoring the legends who actually built it. He even called him a hood ornament for the industry, saying if he pulled half the stunts M did, he'd be blacklisted immediately. But since M's image fit what mainstream America wanted to see, he got a free pass. It was a slick pivot, but nobody was buying it. And now, decades later, here we are, Benzino still tossing rocks at the throne, hoping something cracks. But Eminem's silence? That's
Got nothing against Eminem, Eminem can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want, for 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The fuck you want me to do? Come on, man. My daughter came into the industry figuring that, hey, I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody's against my dad. You think this shit is fucking cool? Nah, man. We're failing as a people. I don't hate Eminem. I don't know him to hate him. I don't hate white people. Tired of this shit, man. It's just too much. I don't want to be the bad guy. I got an 8-year-old son that I dropped off at school this morning. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm all right. I don't want my DMs filled with, I've had 9 pages knocked down, 1 million. White people think I love all people. Come on, man. All me and Eminem gotta do is sit down and talk with each other. Let's sit down and talk. Let's battle. Let's do whatever. But let's at least face to face meet each other.
If that was to happen, would you give him a 5?
Fuck it, man. Guess Eminem can rap, but I care about us more. Come on, man. My daughter came into the industry figuring that, hey, I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody's against my dad. I don't hate Eminem. I don't know him to hate him. I don't hate white people. Tired of this shit, man. It's just too much. I don't want to be the bad guy. I love all people. Come on, man. All me and Eminem gotta do is sit down and talk with each other.
If that happened, would you give him a 5?
I'd hug.
You know what? I didn't want it to happen in the first place. I spoke to Dave after I heard about the first record, and I was like, Dave, what's up? Why, where's...
There's more than 1,000 diss tracks ever could. It's cold, it's deliberate, and it cuts deeper than any bar Benzino could ever write. Meanwhile, 50's out here turning the whole thing into a comedy special, roasting Zeno like it's open MIC night while the internet eats it up. Benzino's been chasing the same smoke for 20 years and still can't catch it. At this point, the story's already written. History made its choice. There's no debate, no remix, no redo. Benzino's still stuck in the loop, and M sitting untouched, untouchable on that legend throne, calm as ever. The beef might resurface every few years, but one thing for sure, Eminem's legacy is sealed, unshakable, immortal, and no amount of bitterness can rewrite that.